Hi guys, it's me again, and Swollen Wanda. This keeps falling forward. I'm sorry. I wanted to do a layout share with you guys. This is a double page layout. The pictures are from Easter Saturday. Every year at Easter, we do an egg hunt for our grandsons and for friends who have children. This year we had 5 kids, all boys, over, ranging in age from 4 to 9 years old. And can I add that they were the perfect group of kids? A couple of weeks ago, like when I did these layouts, had such the hankering to pull out my Cricut machine. And I'll tell you something, I've given thought a million times to buying a Silhouette, but I just don't feel like I use my Cricut enough to warrant me going to a Silhouette. And a Silhouette is very cool, and buddy, I almost bought one. HSN had it for a really good price and on a really good FlexPay program maybe a month or so ago on their craft fair. And I almost ordered it, but I just feel like I can manipulate my Cricut and my Gypsy enough to do the things that I need done for my layouts. Anyway, I had the urge to pull the Cricut out, and the kids, they really like when I use the Cricut to do this kind of layout. And I know this is not the popular type of layout to do these days. In fact, my buddy, Tracy, hi Tracy, who is I Love Disney, just mentioned that it seems like a linear layout is not popular anymore. That it's more the random look, the layered look that is trendy with scrapbooking. But I don't know, sometimes, and I love that look, believe me, sometimes I feel like it doesn't showcase our photographs well enough. And there are times when I really want my photograph to be the star of the page. So, they definitely stick out on this layout, and even though this layout may be a little old-fashioned, I kind of like it. I cut out this banner using my Cricut. These are thickers, and I forget the name of that, but gosh, it's that font that I said it looks like a sausage, because like the glitter is squirted into this like plastic tubing, and it's very glittery, except the glitter doesn't get all over. Anyway, cut this out with my Cricut. This is washi tape from Paper Issues on Etsy. Here I did a lot of random sized photographs using Fotility, and you can find that program at Fotility.com. And then I sent it off to Walgreens to be printed up. And Justy, if you are watching, this is what you can do with that Fotility program I told you about. Of course, you can already tell these and the basket is cut out using my Cricut. I use Peachy Keen face stamps to do their little faces. I colored their faces in using my Copics, and I put a little glossy accents on his glasses and on the basket over here. Easy layout to do. I really enjoyed putting this together. The boys got a kick out of it when they saw the little bunnies over there in the basket. Sometimes I'm in the mood for paper piecing, sometimes I'm just not. The journaling reads, In these pictures, you will see Paw Paw, Uncle Ryan, Maverick, Nate, Sam, and Owen searching for the hidden Easter eggs. And that's exactly what the pictures are. I'll zoom in. This background paper comes from one of my die cuts with a view, neutral paper stacks. I inked around the edges of the banner and in the middle there to give it a little shadow. I just hand cut my grass. There's all different pictures of the kids looking for the eggs. They're in the backyard. Here's the basket. And you probably can't tell, but on the yellow, I used glossy accents to kind of give it a weave look. I got more. Now here's the next 12 by 24. I'm going to sit you down in a minute, but that should let you see both pages. Again, this is from our Easter egg hunt this past Easter. I had a lot of like candid photos, just random pictures of the kids running around looking for the eggs, and I definitely wanted to document those pictures, action pictures. I love a great posed photograph. That's my favorite. But down the line, I want the boys to look at these pictures and see the activity going on too. Can I just point something out? Keisha, are you watching? Keisha is my new friend, but look at this line. Yeah. Can y'all see how crooked that is? Keisha and I was laughing at ourselves because we can use any ruler, any tool, and we still get things crooked. And I'm really starting to get aggravated with myself, but on this particular line, I ran it through my little sticker maker. You know, it looks like an axe, and you put it through, and then there's two papers on it, and you rub the adhesive on. I put it through that thing, and then when I went to lay this down, it was crooked, and I couldn't get it back up without tearing the paper, and I was almost done with the layout. I was like, you know what? I'll put some buttons on there and act like it's rolling down my crooked embellishment. What are you going to do? Anyway, this is just our guest looking for the eggs, the adults helping the kids look for the eggs, and we're just outside enjoying the day. You'll see the young woman in these pictures is my son's friend Cassie. He's known her since like, I think, junior high. I love Cassie. I wish that was his girlfriend. Oh well, maybe one day. Anyway, I love Cassie. Cassie's boys are Sam and Owen, and they call me Mama, and I'm glad they do because I love those boys as much as I adore Cassie. And they were here with my grandsons for the Easter egg hunt. Let me tell you what I used. This background paper, die cuts with a view. It's one of the stacks. You see this paper over here and underneath here. It is from a die cuts with a view stack that I seldom use my paper stacks anymore, but I want to use them. So because I could use such bright, bold colors for our Easter layouts, and most of you know normally I'm scrapping for boys. I'm using browns and oranges, not too much pink, not too much feminine green. I actually could use some brighter colors for these Easter layouts. I hate to see them go. I took advantage of that and went through some of my old paper stacks to see what I could use. I used my EK Success border punch to cut these circles out, washi tape, KI Memories, washi tape, paper issues on Etsy. You see, this is my lattice punch EK Success. I layered a few of the papers there. Here's more washi. Here's a girl's papery bread. I stamped some Easter wood stamps from the dollar bin on these shipping tags, and I put my journaling on there. In a minute, I'll show those things to you. I trimmed down and cropped some of my pictures. You'll see these Studio Calico arrows, and this one's pointing at Owen, who's all the way at the other end of the yard looking for eggs. The other boys were too lazy to walk all the way down there to check, so Owen really cleaned up. He found a lot of his eggs. If you watch my other video, you know we color coordinate the eggs. We use those little plastic eggs. Since there's such a age difference with these boys, we say Maverick, who is 4, your eggs are blue, and we make his eggs very easy to find. But Sam, who is 9, we told him, your eggs are green. So that way, everybody has a fair and equal chance of finding their eggs. And we just, me. I am the brains around this place. I came up with the idea, let's give the kids their own color eggs so it makes it fair. I'm just not that person to give one kid a cookie and the other kids don't get a cookie. I don't care if they're being punished because they were bad or what. There's certain things you just don't do. And I feel like going with this type of egg system made it fair, and it made it fun for all of the boys. It takes a little extra work, but I do all the extra work, so there's no reason for anybody else to complain about that. Anyway, I know some of you was like, that is such a good idea. Well, feel free to steal it. If you have an egg hunt, I suggest you do the same thing, because there were no hurt feelings. No one person had more eggs than the other and blah, blah, blah. You can see over here in this picture, though, Owen was getting a little frustrated. He wanted to come inside and play video games, and we was like, oh, heck no. You're staying outside, and you're running around, and you're going to enjoy this because we want you to. Anyway, that's him over here, too, taking off to find the eggs. I will end up doing a layout that will kind of focus in on a couple of the boys individually, or like 2 of them on one page. And this particular layout focuses on Owen and his brother Sam. And the title is called Just Call Them Sewin'. And that's Sam and Owen put together. The journaling reads, since we always get Sam and Owen mixed, we decided to just call them Sewin'. Now that they are starting to change so much as they grow, I think I'll miss their nickname. Yeah, when they were a bit younger, they looked so much alike, but they had the same haircut. Cassie would dress them in the same clothes. They look like twins, even though they're like a little over a year apart. But now Sam has a mohawk, and I tell you, that thing sticks up like this much off his head, and it's always perfect. And God love her, Cassie does that for him every single morning. Before she sends him to school, she does his hair for him. His hair is always on spot, I'll tell you. But this was about Sam and Owen, and there is an arrow pointing to Cassie, and the buttons are from, oh gosh, I forget, but I've had them for like decades, and I thought it was a good time to use them. Let me zoom in. There's the pictures. And most of them were 4x6, and I just cut them down. I love this little picture of Cassie and Sam. Look at his face. I just thought that was so cute. And look at Cassie, he has her bunny ears on. I made them all wear bunny ears, the girls that were here. Of course, I didn't do that to the boys. They had bunny sunglasses. And, you know, surprisingly enough, they did wear them. I put some banners and layering there. I love that lattice border punch. And the alphabet stickers are sassafras. Just call them sewing. And the boys don't mind that. Sam and Owen actually love that nickname. Now let me show you my shipping tags. And you'll see I put them in glassine bags. Hang on now. I just put a little, and then the journaling is on the other side. Inked around the edges. And this last one is good old Sammy walking off to find his eggs. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Now here's another double page layout I did using my Cricut. Hang on, I'm going to sit you down and tell you what everything is. And that picture in the middle is an 8x10. Curse. Curse that lawnmower. Okay, let me sit you down. I really like this layout. I usually struggle on how to use an 8x10, even though Glitter Girl actually answered my question that I put on the 2Ps message board about 8x10 photos. Yes, oh yes, her and I are like this, tight, 2Ps in a pod. No, we are not, but she did do a video on how to utilize your 8x10s, and she did it for me. She did it for Me Love Bono. 8x10, and these are like, oh gosh, I think they were 4x6s, and I cut them down. I used my Cricut cartridges for all of this. That font, Silly Wabbits, is called Grass, and that's one of those fonts that I picked up at TJ Maxx for next to nothing. I even used my Cricut to cut out the clouds. I put googly eyes on the rabbits. I used my Gypsy, and I just blacked out the face so that it didn't like cut the eyes out for me and the nose and mouth. I'd rather do that myself. You'll see I use these little Prima flowers with some brads at the bottom. I'll zoom in on that for you. I would have loved to have put like Easter 2013 over here using the same font, but I knew it would not be lined up, and it would have to be absolutely in perfect line to that writing, and I knew that wasn't going to happen, so I figured just leave it blank. Let me zoom in. Oh, the background, I picked that up from Paper Issues months ago, and it is that very embossed wood grain cardstock, and I love it. Studio Calico was sending it out in their member kits for a while, and you could never get it on the Studio Calico website. I found it from Cassie, and I bought up like maybe 8 pieces, and I'm starting to run low, and I hope I can find it again because I love it. It's so thick and sturdy, and I love the embossed wood grain look. Oh, and this is the boys sitting on the fireplace, and I bought them these little sunglasses with the bunny ears at the dollar store, and they loved them. You know, it was difficult buying them stuff. at the dollar store because, you know, we got a 4-year-old and Sam is 9. I didn't know what they would like and what they wouldn't like. The older they get, the less they're into this stuff, but they loved the bunny glasses. See how I cut that cloud over there? I do that so that it kind of gives my layout some movement. There's my little bunnies and my flowers. Those are some of those flowers from Prima in a jar. Probably had those for at least 3 to 4 years. And there's just different poses of the boys. I love that this one, you can see their shoes, because in 10 years, maybe even 5 years, we'll be looking back at those shoes going, oh yeah, I remember those shoes. I really enjoy playing with my Cricut. There. And there you go. Another Easter picture. Okay guys, I think I'm going to stop now, get this uploaded, recharge my battery, and hopefully that lawnmower will be done outside. It's summer in the city, I guess. Listen, I shouldn't complain. It's a good sign that our grass is growing, because it was all brown and matted down just a couple of weeks ago because it was cold out, so I'm not going to complain. Well, I am, but I shouldn't. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for always leaving these great comments, and I will be back. I hope this swelling goes down on Wanda. She's just miserable. Bye, guys.